My grandmother will be spending this Christmas in the hospital. She's been in a nursing home. She has rheumatoid arthritis and a bad hip. But a few weeks ago, she fell and broke both of her femurs getting up to go to the bathroom at night. And one of the femurs, the bottom half, slid over her kneecap. So, after a few days of agony, they performed the surgery, and everything went as well as could be expected, but it's doubtful she's ever going to walk. Then, a few days ago, she started running a high fever, and her stool turned blue. And while I don't know what that means, medically speaking, I do know poop is supposed to be brown. So when there's a blue stool, that throws up a red flag. They're monitoring her now. She's in stable condition, but with as many ups and downs as she's had in the past couple of weeks, who knows what could happen between now and Christmas. She hasn't taken very good care of herself in the last 20 years since my grandfather has died. So it's not a surprise that she's having some health issues in her twilight years, but going through losing her during Christmas is not something that I'm really prepared for. And I can't think of anything worse than having a family member die during this time of the year. You know, how could I wake up on Christmas morning and open presents without somebody who's been there since I can remember? How could I act excited? How could I not pretend that I was upset? How could I pretend that I wasn't resentful of the fact that I'm not ever going to have as many presents to open because some old lady had the gall to kick the bucket during Christmas? I mean, I love my grandmother, don't get me wrong, but I also love stuff, and this emotional quagmire that I'm in right now has left me unable to decide which I love more. I mean, on the one hand, my grandmother has given me unconditional love since I was born. She's always made sure that I know that I can go to her with anything. But on the other hand, Stuff doesn't watch Fox News. Stuff doesn't believe in a gay agenda. Stuff has never called Barack Obama uppity. So while my grandmother loves me more than Stuff ever will, Stuff keeps his antiquated honky opinions to its fucking self. But even with all these conflicted feelings I have towards my grandmother, her McCarthyistic political ideology and whatnot, I have tried to remind myself of something this holiday season, and that's that the Christmas presents from my grandmother are not as important as the Christmas presents of my grandmother. Thank you.